Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look at some of our favorite action movies from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, and we're taking a deep dive into some of these 80s and 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and
Here we go. We're back for more.
Yes, it's the holiday
Our
season.
Christmas spectacular.
Happy Festivus.
Yeah, definitely Festivus. That's my favorite. I love airing grievances.
Yeah, that's one of your favorite things to do. It's true.
I do that all year round, so, you know.
But no, we're not here to talk about one of the deep cut action movies. We're here to
That's
talk
right.
about one of like the touchstones of the genre. One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of deep cuts lately, and when we were thinking about doing a holiday episode, Kevin's like, Lethal Weapon's a holiday episode.
It's absolutely a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Every bit as much a Christmas movie as Die Hard is.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, the movie opens like with Jingle Bell Rock playing, for God's sake. But we'll get to that in a
I
second.
feel like there might be more references to the fact that it's Christmas time in this movie than there are in Die Hard.
Yeah,
even.
I think so.
But it's
I
like
think
almost
so.
every scene there's some sort of a visual or spoken like cue that it's
Yep,
Christmas time.
Agreed, 100%. I think on the merits, this is more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard is.
I think they both are like they've got to be the two Christmassiest action movies for sure.
Agreed.
But yeah, there will be a lot to talk about. I know we're going to
yes.
get to all of it. Generally speaking, though, what do you make a Lethal Weapon?
I love Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
One of my favorite action movies of all time.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it in a few years, so I was pretty excited to come back and revisit it. And I haven't seen it in long enough that there were pieces that I had forgotten
Okay.
that I picked up on this time. I'm like, oh wow, I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah.
So it was great to revisit it. But yeah, I mean, like, just, you know, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson's chemistry together is just incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just set the bar
It's
super high.
undeniable.
Yeah, for those kind of buddy cop movies. And just, you know, the action and Shane Black's script and Richard Donner's direction. I mean, like, this
Yeah.
is, I mean, we were talking about this off mic, but I really feel like that this was sort of laid the groundwork for Die Hard. Without this movie, Die Hard couldn't exist.
I agree. Yeah, I think this sort of was like a big like evolution of the genre.
I agree.
And that
yeah.
like, oh, action movies can be well written.
Yeah.
Like they can have characters that are more than just like Commando or Rambo or something.
Right,
You know
exactly,
what I mean? Although
yeah.
Rambo in part one
Yeah,
was
First Blood
three-dimensional.
was, but it wasn't an action movie in my opinion.
Yeah.
And we can
But then he became larger than life superhero.
exactly. And while there is some superhero-ness still to Lethal Weapon, it's by far the most grounded outside of Die Hard of
Yeah.
the 80s era action movies.
There's like
in my
never a
opinion.
moment that you feel like these guys couldn't be hurt.
I agree. Yeah. And
You
in
know?
fact, I mean, like, they go to great lengths to show that these characters can be hurt, right?
Yeah.
And I you know, and so that was I thought really cool. Yeah, it was great to come back to it. Frankly,
It holds up.
yeah, it really does.
Like
I
it's
mean,
whatever. It's coming up on 40 years
Yeah,
old now, and it holds up.
I know. 87. Can you believe that?
Like the
It's 38
hairstyles
years
and the
old. Yeah.
the wardrobe and the technology is dated, but
I mean,
the plot is amazing.
Yeah. I'll be honest, man. Like, Mel Gibson is looking good even for his 1980s.
The mullet.
The mullet is rocking it, man.
Well, mullet's like a little bit. Certain people are able to rock it in 2025. Yeah, but
Neither one of us are those people.
But yeah, it's definitely like got a rock star like who's who of people attached to the movie.
Oh my God.
Another way, and half of them went on to probably work on Die Hard together.
Yeah. And we've seen you guys are. It's just a cavalcade of actors we've seen on this podcast to this point.
Same stuntmen.
Yep.
Same. Background players.
Same villain
stuff
foils.
like that.
It just it's crazy how like watching this movie, having like been doing this podcast for a year and really diving deep into each of these movies and learning all of the subtleties of it, and then you watch Lethal Weapon, you go, holy God. I mean, like I'm seeing things I've never seen before because of this.
Well, the movies are also interconnected.
Yeah.
But Lethal Weapon is like one of those hubs where it's like it has a lot more connections to other movies in the genre than like an Action Jackson isn't like a central hub,
right?
Or a Showdown Little Tokyo is not a central hub.
Those are definitely on the periphery. Yeah,
but like Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, there's a few that are like, oh yeah, every single person in this movie went on to do like 5 other action movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, let's talk about some of those folks.
Yes,
you mentioned Richard Donner before, the director. Fucking super versatile director, isn't he?
All over the place. Yeah, he's done everything. Every genre you can imagine.
He's done every one of the Lethal Weapon movies, but he did Superman.
Mm-hmm.
He did Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy Theory, I love.
It's a great movie, yeah.
He did The Omen way back when, was him, the Gregory Peck.
I admit I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he did Scrooged.
Yeah.
But he's just he's all over the place.
He's like a George Miller kind of director.
He can do it all. Yeah. He can do a kids movie. He can do a comedy. He can do a horror.
Yeah.
Action. Yeah, it's awesome. Produced by Joel Silver, who is like the action movie producer.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, he's, famously would go on to direct or produce The Matrix, right? I mean, and just like, Silver Productions. You've seen the Silver Productions logo on 1,000 movies at this point.
Well, like he had this movie and Predator out in '87.
Wow.
Like 2 awesome movies that were both his. He had done Commando.
Yep.
He did Action Jackson. He did Die Hard, Roadhouse, like the sequels to all those various movies. I mean, he was just like the action guy.
I mean, he knows how to produce an action movie. He knows how to cast it. He knows,
and he knows like all the stunt. He's like got his stable right of stuntmen,
absolutely,
of character actors. Apparently he had originally wanted Ridley Scott to direct this movie.
Oh, interesting. That would have been a very different movie.
Very different, yeah. I feel like it's perfect for Richard Donner.
I agree. His eye, not his eye, but the way he directs characters worked really well for this.
Like I can't think of a Ridley Scott movie where I thought there was like a lot of humor that was really working.
Matchstick Men, I think, is the only one
I did like Matchstick Men. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But did you ever watch? Ridley Scott did a movie called Black Rain.
Yes,
did you see that?
With
Michael Douglas in Tokyo.
Yeah.
It like looked awesome. Wet streets and neon and stuff. I could have seen something that looked like that, a Lethal Weapon that looked like that.
Yeah,
would have been pretty rad.
It would have been a different movie though.
But yeah, for sure. I think Richard Donner, this was like in his wheelhouse.
I mean, I wonder like if Ridley Scott could really adapt a Shane Black screenplay because of just the way Shane Black writes and how the humor is integrated into everything, and Ridley Scott's not a comedy director for the most part.
He's like especially still back in the '80s. He was like an art house director,
right? Exactly.
It was like, so I don't see, like he took a movie like Alien, which on paper probably was just like a sci-fi slasher,
right,
and turned it into art.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he would have done with something.
It would have been an interesting movie,
something like this.
Yeah.
Written by Shane Black, who we mentioned.
Spoiled that a little bit.
He, he wrote Last Boy Scout. He wrote Last Action Hero, Long Kiss Goodnight. Like, The Good Guys.
He wrote The Good Guys. He wrote Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah. He's awesome at doing this.
Predator.
He was in Predator, yeah. He did, he wrote, I think, the treatment maybe for Lethal Weapon 2.
I think that's
right. But
he
didn't write the actual script. He sold this script when he was 24 years old.
Yeah.
He was like fresh out of film school. Sold this sucker for like $250,000 or whatever, and like Joel Silver like took him under his wing, put him on Predator.
Yeah.
I think the story goes that he wanted him on Predator because he wanted a writer on the set.
Yep.
And then Shane Black was like, "Fuck that! I'm not here to write." I think he gave him a few jokes or whatever, but he didn't he wasn't rewriting scenes or anything like that.
Well, I mean, an underrated movie that he did was Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
that kind of gets maligned, but I really
It was good.
liked Iron Man.
It was a good
3.
one,
Yeah.
especially after the disastrous Iron Man 2.
Oh yeah, that movie was a mess.
Yeah. But yeah, he's fresh out of film school, sold the thing to Joel Silver. The movie just got fast-tracked. They said they had Shane Black doing rewrites, and then this guy, Jeffrey Boehm,
Okay.
who's a name you may or may not know, he did a lot of like punch-up work on it, apparently.
Okay.
But he wrote part 2 and part 3.
Okay.
He also wrote like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he wrote Dead Zone and Lost Boys.
Oh, wow.
So he was like a big writer
Damn.
on his own right
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And apparently he like the Shane Black script was like much darker apparently.
Oh, interesting.
And they like this Jeffrey Boehm sort of steered it more towards like leaning into the humor a little bit more
Yeah.
and taking away the darkness
Interesting.
somewhat.
Maybe
I
they
think,
could have
Shane
used him on
Black's
Last
kind of
Action
a-
Hero.
Shane Black's like a dark guy.
He really is. Though.
Remember like the Last Boy Scout stuff
Last
where he,
Boy
like,
Scout, that's what
he
I meant,
wrote
yeah.
it when he was like on a bender or
he
something.
was
like,
after he broke up with a girl.
he was
like,
just chain smoking and
he was just
drinking
chain
for like
smoking
a
and
week
drinking.
straight.
Yeah, and so he like wrote himself into the script, and that was Bruce Willis's character.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
which is like that's like probably one of the most like nihilistic characters we've had
Yeah.
on one of these action movies.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know,
Great movie though.
and Martin Riggs is a pretty nihilistic guy, at least in this first
I
film.
mean, Shane Black has like a string of nihilism that runs through everything. I mean,
Yeah.
going back to Iron Man 3, that whole movie was amusing on post-traumatic stress disorder of Tony Stark surviving the events of the Avengers, right?
Yeah.
And like that's why Robert Downey Jr. brought him on board, is because that's what Shane Black wanted to do with the character.
Long Kiss Goodnight was kind of like that
Yeah,
too. Like was
yeah.
just a dark film.
Yet it's funny because we think about Shane Black and we think, oh, he's the funny action movie writer.
Yeah.
But yeah, his movies can get really, really dark really fast, but they're hidden underneath this kind of superficial layer of flippant comedy,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we forgot to mention Monster Squad.
Oh, Monster Squad.
Were you a Monster
really?
Squad guy?
I loved Monster Squad.
That
Are
was
you
like
kidding me?
that had to have been the script that he had written already. And when Lethal Weapon blew up, they're like, "What else you got?"
Wow, I didn't know
And
he
he had written Monster Squad was one of his, total departure
That's
from
wild.
his like action movie.
That's so
style.
cool. Oh
But,
wow. Yeah,
So
that
Monster
and Little
Squad he wrote.
Monsters. I watched those two on repeat for like forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not grow up on Monster Squad. I only saw it as an adult,
Mhm.
and watching it for the first time as an adult, it ain't good.
No, it's not.
It does not hold up. But
It's
I
a
felt the same
terrible
way. I
movie.
don't think I saw Goonies until I was maybe like in college.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think this ain't that good, but I think it's one of those you just needed to see it when you were a 10-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, when I saw that as a kid, and
Monster Squad, probably same deal.
yeah, it's a kid fantasy movie, right? It's a kid fantasy power movie.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no adults around, so the kids have to, to grow up a little bit and overcome these challenges on their own.
So the music was done by Michael Kamen, who is like the action movie score guy.
Yes.
He did Die Hard right after this.
Yes.
He had done Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Score was his. He did Highlander. He did like so many more. A lot of he did, I think, Last Action Hero. And honestly, this soundtrack, if you listen to the score stuff to this, the orchestral stuff,
Mhm.
and put it next to Die Hard, they're
It's
like interchangeable. The
interchangeable, I
music
know, yeah.
is like
I have a note about
virtually
that.
identical.
Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference. I mean, I thought I was like, did he just lift Lethal Weapon's soundtrack and put it on Die Hard?
I feel like yes, except the sax stuff and the like guitar stuff, which is
Yeah.
Eric Clapton.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
And then he had that ending credit song, but we'll get to that.
That's like I don't understand why, like you're Eric Clapton. Why are you doing like you're sort of doing session work on a action movie soundtrack?
Yeah, it was.
That's bizarre. I mean, I don't know if this was when he had lost his kid at some point, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I know he also just had like major drug problems, or maybe this is like,
I need a paycheck.
or I just got to keep myself busy
Yeah.
so I don't
Yeah.
spiral.
Yeah,
But yeah, Eric Clapton, like those guitar licks, man, they're pretty sweet.
I mean, yeah, he's a great guitarist.
It's good. It's just like, why are you doing like Lethal Weapon? But apparently he and Michael Kamen had worked on some other project together, and they like were creatively, they were a productive duo and
Oh,
wanted to like
interesting.
team up again.
Okay.
And this was the result. Pretty great. Like
mean,
as
good
action
movie-
movie
good movie to
scores
team up
go,
on. Yeah.
this one's a great one.
Yeah.
And then edited by Stuart Baird, who has come up numerous times on the
Many times
podcast.
in this podcast. Yeah.
But he goes way back with Richard Donner. He had done The Omen and Superman. I think he edited at least one of the sequels to this.
Mhm.
He did like Die Hard 2. He did Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Mhm,
He came in. He was the one who came in and fixed it
Mhm.
when it was like broken. I think did the same thing maybe on Last Boy Scout.
Okay.
Sort of fixed it up, but he
Oh,
had
that's
done
right. Yeah,
Demolition
that's right.
Man. He directed Executive Decision. That was like, I think they threw him a
Interesting.
bone after he fixed one of the movies up, and like
Yeah.
they said, okay, we'll let you direct something.
I wonder if it was his idea to kill Steven Seagal in the first 5 minutes of that movie.
That's a
It was
good,
the right decision.
That's a good call. And then for some reason, IMDb has listed prominently on his bio that he's 6'2" and 1/4. Like the fuck that can't. That's he put that in himself or his
His
publicist.
agent definitely did that.
I don't care about the height of a film editor down to the 1/4 inch. That's insane.
Maybe he was like back on the market and he was like
You wanted the
getting into
ladies to notice, like, his
Tinder.
dating
Exactly.
profile?
Yeah, exactly. In his dating profile, he
His
put a link to his
residuals are
IMDb
off the
page.
hook.
Yeah.
He's got like getting sweet checks monthly. Ladies, that's crazy. 6'2" and 1/4.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, if he was 6'2", I wouldn't take him seriously. but
Shorty.
that 1/4 inch, that changes everything.
The cast is pretty great. Mel Gibson, who we've mentioned as Detective Martin Riggs. He was like a hot commodity coming off of
Yeah.
all that. He had done all of the Mad Max movies before this.
Yeah, Beyond Thunderdome was what,
85, I think?
85? Yeah, okay.
Then
85 yeah, okay, that sounds right.
he went and did a string of like dramas, like prestige pictures,
Oh,
like
interesting.
like The Bounty and
Oh,
A Year of
The Year of
Living,
Living
Year of
Dangerously.
Living Dangerously,
Yeah, yeah.
like art house, like Oscar nominated. I saw a trailer for one movie that he had snuck in where he was like a farmer in the Delta or something. He and like Sissy Spacek and a developer was trying to take their land away, and it was like
I remember that movie.
I never saw it. Like
Yeah, it's
then
okay.
the levee broke and it flooded or some shit.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of it, but I know I've seen that movie.
But and then apparently he turned down. They offered him the lead in The Fly
Mm-hmm.
and the lead in The Untouchables,
Yeah.
and he turned those down to do this.
I'm glad he turned it down to do Untouchables. I think he would have been terrible in that movie.
Yeah, that was like a good Kevin Costner role.
Yeah, it was perfect for Costner.
and this is perfect for him.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I can't picture anyone else
No,
doing
Riggs.
this.
No, not
Yeah.
in the same way that Mel Gibson does. I mean, he was really channeling his Mad Max persona for
There's
this
a lot of
movie.
overlap.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah, yeah.
overlap. Well, we can talk about it. And then we have Danny Glover, Sergeant Roger Murtaugh. Great name.
Oh, I love it. Riggs. I mean, Martin Riggs. I mean, Shane Black is so good with character
Yeah.
names. Yeah.
And it's not like what was that shitty one that that Seagal had in that movie?
oh shoot. Oh.
It's always shit like Mason Storm.
Mason Storm.
It's like, give me a
Yeah.
fucking break. Or like fucking Commando John Matrix.
Yeah, that's right.
No one's ever fucking been named
No
Matrix.
one's- no one's
That's not a
last name-
surname.
In the history of the universe, no one's last name has been Matrix.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. But yeah, I thought in my mind, so Danny Glover is like ubiquitous for this movie, right?
Yes,
like
absolutely.
I would have thought he was one of these guys who's probably been in Hollywood like since the 60s, like just steady working dude.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently he was like a relative newcomer.
Interesting.
He had done, I think he had done Witness
hmm
in like 85, and he did The Color Purple
Okay.
in 85. And before that, like he was like unknown. Like those two movies sort of put him on the map.
You
he
know-
had just been like he had been a stage guy. He was a stage actor.
That's really similar to Keith David as well, right?
Yeah.
Because Keith David had only done 1 or 2 movies when he got They Live.
Yeah.
He was doing stage stuff, but he wasn't
Yeah.
making any money. He was about to quit acting.
And he's like like Danny Glover, just a tremendous actor.
Oh, I know. Unbelievable actor.
They're just sadly
Yeah.
like there weren't great roles for black actors.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
So
I'm glad that he found. I'm glad that he found Lethal Weapon at least.
but yeah, inspired casting to stick these two together
Mhm.
because they're like the chemistry is unmatched.
Within the first seconds you meet them, it's
yeah,
just like
it's
I
so
know.
good. We have Gary Busey playing the character of Mr. Joshua.
This is watching this movie now. It's like, oh, he was always insane.
Well, this was like the last thing he did before that motorcycle crash.
Oh,
And
okay.
like I feel like this was like a last glimpse of like, yeah, he's playing crazy for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But man, he's effective.
Yeah, you know, he's
Like,
great in
what
it.
a presence and
What-
like
yeah.
a threatening, like menacing sort of screen presence or whatever.
Great villain.
He's
Great
awesome.
villain.
He's
Yeah.
so good at this. And yeah, he had done what I mean. I remember him as like the drunk uncle in Silver Bullet. Do you remember that the Corey Haim werewolf movie where he's in a wheelchair?
I mean, I remember Silver Bullet, but I don't remember that character at all.
He had
no.
like Gary Busey was his uncle and like
Uh-huh.
a drunk, and it's just like, yeah, the dude's got a little bit of range. Like he did that before this, and this one he's kind of trim.
Yeah,
Like I feel like he was like
he really got
he
into
seemed like
shape
he had
for
gotten
this.
in shape for
Yeah,
this. I mean,
yeah.
he like was the hair was coiffed and like he was all well, we can talk about it. He was so fucking preppy. It was weird, like these, like he was coming from like a fucking polo match or something. It was bizarre, but yeah, he's awesome. Then it's like a bunch of kind of unknown guys, man. This Mitchell Ryan plays the character of General McAllister,
who I've seen. He's a character actor.
He's probably one of those guys who's like been in a million things,
Yeah,
but
and
it's
I'm
never
trying
anything
to-
big.
Yeah, I saw him like, oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen,
but he's
just
one of
a
those
working
guys.
actor.
He's probably been in a million episodes of fucking like Hill Street Blues and Rockford Files and a bunch of other like Dirty Harry type flicks, Charles Bronson movies.
Right. He's a great villain. Plays it perfectly well. Yeah.
We had Tracy Wolf plays the daughter, Rhiann Murtaugh, who like this was sort of it for her. I went to like her
Oh,
what she's
really?
known for, and it was like the Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4 is what she's known for.
I mean, look, she's probably still getting residuals from.
Oh, dude, no
So,
doubt. And
like,
she's
good for her.
she nails it in this.
Oh yeah.
She was
a great
she was like
character.
26.
Really?
So she had a baby face.
Damn,
Yeah.
she really did. Because I
Good on-
thought, man, they actually cast a 16-year-old in
Yeah.
this. I would never have guessed 26.
Yeah. And then Darlene Love plays Trish Murtaugh. The same thing, like sort of this was kind of it for her, was this franchise. But she was a famous soul singer.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, she did like the Christmas Baby Please Come Home.
Really?
Song was her.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
She was like a Phil Spector product or whatever. So let me toss to the song right here. Take a listen. Okay, so that's Darlene Love. That's one of my favorite Christmas songs.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's one of my
Okay.
favorite Christmas
That's
songs.
great.
Yeah, I think there's some other faces that we will mention.
We will mention as we get to them.
but they're small roles.
But you will recognize them.
Oh yeah,
You
oh,
will
yeah.
definitely
some of our
recognize them.
favorite faces.
Right. I mean, the number of times I did the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen meme.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This is one of those movies where a lot of interconnection,
Yeah.
like a lot of intersection to the rest of like the action genre.
Yep.
Do you want to take us through the plot?
Yeah, let's start going. So we're gonna open with the Warner Brothers logo, which is
Fire.
we've seen that a lot. There's no
Uh-huh.
question about it. Jingle Bell Rock. It's the first thing that we hear as the movie opens, cementing our holiday theme for this.
That music
this
really
series.
fucking hits, man. That's like a killer song.
Oh, Jingle Bell Rock is like that's my favorite Christmas.
and like somehow
song.
it really works as like standalone, like over the visuals. I'm like, this is like song's a banger. Like
Yeah.
it hits, man.
Yeah. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover get credits before the production company, which is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get opening titles over L.A. at Night, which is like a classic. It's sort of like a Michael Mann like staple kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Drive.
Yeah, Drive is a classic. Heat, right? We did
Yeah.
those aerial shots of the city. Anyway, we eventually get to a long shot that pushes in on an open balcony on a high-rise condo.
Uh-huh.
And we're seconds into this movie, and we've already got boobies. So
It's a definite contender, I think, for like quickest
Yeah.
gratuitous nudity.
yeah, I feel like we should do a metric for time to boobies in these movies that we do. And this
That
one
was-
is probably the top.
I feel like Red Heat still may hold the record because it opened in the sauna
Yeah,
or
that's
the
right,
steam
that's
room. And there
right.
was just topless girls everywhere.
Yeah, that was
It was like-
hilarious.
But this was technically like the first shot of the movie,
yeah,
right? Because it was that incredible, like
Yeah.
audacious, long helicopter shot, and then it's like zooming around the building, and then it pushes all
Pushes
the way into the
into it.
window. Like that was an inspired shot.
I couldn't tell. Was it composited? That window composited? in
I
on
think
the
it was
building, or
real.
Did they actually rent out that space and push in on the camp?
Yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
think it was 100% real,
That
man.
is crazy.
I mean, I watched it closely. There's like a brief moment where you can tell the speed
yeah,
speeds up, like the cars start moving
Yeah.
really fast
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
circling the building. I think probably because the helicopter was going slow during that part
yeah.
or whatever. But yeah, because I was watching closely because I was expecting maybe the cars are going to be moving backwards. Like
Right.
it would
right,
make
right.
sense to start, on
start
the
and then
window,
pull
get
out,
that right,
get it in
and
reverse,
then get it in reverse.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
but
yeah. That's
no,
really
man. As far
that's-
as I can tell, it was like 100% legit.
well, look, if it was composited, props to the special
was
effects team.
flawless.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got it. Maybe I'm just like fanboying on the movie, but I also feel like the credit font is like the action movie font.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
It had just iconic font style.
I can't think of that font without thinking of Richard Donner's name and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, I loved it.
Anyway.
There's Christmas lights and shit on the building
that's
because
right.
it's Christmas time.
Because it's Christmas time. We're really driving this point home already. Not a single line of dialogue
That
has been
woman,
spoken.
the woman is Jackie Swanson is the actress, but it was Kelly from Cheers, Woody's like longtime girlfriend, the rich girl.
Oh wow, I
Yeah.
did not know
She had
that.
it going on.
Wow, good for her. I mean, I can see what Woody saw in her. Anyway, she is extremely high. That much is very
Yes.
clear. She's on all of the drugs.
I don't know. Like, I don't know the first thing about doing hard drugs, but it looks really great. Like, it looks like it's really,
mean,
it looks
I'm
like
on
it's
board.
very enjoyable. She's having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's nothing happening, and she's just like rolling around on the little chaise lounge or
Yeah.
whatever. Like she's at the peak of having the best time of her life. It's crazy.
She eventually rolls off of the couch and does a line of, I guess it's Coke.
Yeah.
But there's like vials and there's pills, and it's just like all of the drugs are on the table. Like all of them are on the table. But it's at this point where she notices that the balcony, like the sliding glass door to the balcony is open, and she wanders out into the balcony and she leaves over the edge and she's like wobbling a little bit. She gets this strange look on her face and then climbs to the top of the railing.
She did. I mean, it was good acting, I think, because she went from looking like she was really happy to looking really sad.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
in a 2-second
Yeah.
span or whatever.
We're not really sure what's going on, but we know it has something to do with her situation. Like it does a good job of like, she is realizing she's in a bad situation and she can't take it anymore.
Okay.
And so she jumps and
Yeah.
she goes all the way down and she lands on the roof of a car. She's dead. People start to gather around her body. So I read that shot, when it's looking down, the car in the street, it was an airbag painted to look like a car in a street.
I watched it like frame by frame, and it really, because they showed to like the first frame that she hits it, and you can see like the creases or whatever all form.
Yeah.
Did you read that Jackie Swanson, the actress, did the fall?
Did the stunt, yeah.
That's fucking
That
crazy.
blew my mind because that was like a 30-story.
I bet you. I swear the wide shot looks like a dummy falling. Maybe she did it from a lower story, but the fact that she did it all is awesome.
Is crazy, yeah.
Topless high fall, you don't get that very often.
I mean, look, if you're going to put something on your dating profile, that's definitely something to put on there. So the next morning, we're in the burbs now, and there's a milk truck making deliveries,
fucking milk
which
truck.
is great. I love that.
I think the idea has got to be this is like the suburban fantasy world.
Right, exactly. Like, I mean, like, why wasn't there a white picket fence with a blue door? Like, you know, I mean, it was that suburban.
This is apparently like there was like the Warner Brothers Ranch, and they had a little suburban street.
Yeah.
And that's where this was. But I feel
I know
like
exactly
shit
where
like
the ranch is.
like the Burbs and
Yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah,
probably
yeah, yeah.
all filmed there. Yeah.
I mean, it's a familiar looking LA suburb that you've seen in a million movies because of that reason. Anyway, we cut from the street to inside, and we see Murtaugh, and he's relaxing in his bath. At which point, his wife and 3 like partially grown children burst in, singing him "Happy Birthday." Now, I don't know what the dynamics of their relationship is. That is not something I did with my family.
It did. It struck me. I was going to ask, like, when's the last time you were in a room with your dad while he was having a bath?
Never.
It wasn't even like a bubble bath.
No, it was a regular bath.
They could probably like see his whole hog.
Oh, everything. And there's a mirror backdrop. So they get it in double. Like,
That's like
they're seeing it
they got the
twice.
sex tub.
Oh, man.
too.
They got a straight up sex tub.
That was some wild shit. And they were singing like the bootleg sort of happy birthday song to
I
him.
had completely forgotten that scene. And so when it happened, I'm like, well, this is different.
No, that was always struck me as a little weird.
Yeah. So he blows out the candle and he kisses all of his family and his oldest daughter, Rianne. She mentions that it's his big 5-0. She says that his beard is starting to turn gray and it makes him look old, but that's okay. I still love you. Oh, that's
Danny Glover was only 40. When they made this.
Look, I'm 44. I mean, I have gray in my beard.
I'm fully grayed out now. I'm looking full Santa Claus right
That's
now.
right.
But,
he does look like Santa Claus.
But he was only 40, and they play in 50, which is kind of like.
he could pull it off. I mean, he did it.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He shoos her away at the playful tease, and then looks at himself in the mirror while this is going on. And again, like that mirror and that bathtub. I mean, it was such a weird moment, and it's such a weird way to introduce that character as well.
Well, he's living the suburban bliss, I guess.
I guess suburban bliss.
I don't want my kids seeing my dick.
There's a little bit of hedonism, I guess, in suburban bliss. Elsewhere, now we cut to like a desolate beach, probably somewhere outside of Santa Monica or on Venice Beach or something.
I looked it up. It was Dockweiler Beach State Park. It's like right off the fucking runways of LAX.
Oh, really?
Like, so it probably is the type of place that was like, no one wants to be there. You got friggin' planes flying
Yeah,
over.
I bet they
24
shot it
hours a
without
day.
any sound and they added it all in post.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be planes flying over constantly.
Yeah.
So a wet collie, he runs up from the beach, and there's like these bunch of trailer park like trailers right on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
These have to be squatting here, right? Like how many times have they been run off this beach?
Yeah, I can't imagine they're even like hooked up to utilities
Right,
or anything,
no, exactly.
right?
They're just living off the grid, which makes sense because we cut inside and we see Riggs, and he's like half asleep. He's got a lit cigarette in his mouth, and he's like there's a gun just on the windowsill next to him.
No, it's like probably fucking hammers back. It's like pointed at his head
It's
while he's sleeping.
This is a classic Shane Blackism where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the
Chain
classic show don't
smoking.
tell. Yeah, and you through a few props and a few character interactions, you know everything that you need to know about sort of the emotional state of the characters.
Well, his life is like the polar opposite of Murtaugh's life.
Exactly. So he gets out, and we get a little male nudity like right away.
Yeah.
This movie is like not like wasting time.
I can't remember what. There was some show that I used to watch a lot. Katie, who's probably listening to the podcast, she can probably remember.
Yeah.
But there was like girls that were gushing over how hot Mel Gibson was. And then they start squealing and they're like, Lethal Weapon opening credits! And like squealing or whatever.
I
But
have
yeah,
no
it's like, oh
idea.
yeah, he just busted out that whole ass.
Oh wow!
It's like,
Yeah,
like
no, it
fucking
just,
like a Van Damme
and he
movie.
just like, and he's not tense about it either. I mean, like this is a diversion, but I always love like sometimes male actors are uncomfortable being naked,
clenched up.
and their asses are all clenched up. His ass is not clenched up. He is very comfortable with his ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, he walks over to the fridge, grabs a morning beer, and then while he's drinking the beer and smoking a cigarette, he takes a piss in the toilet.
This is
Perfect
a Shane
moment.
Black character, man.
Oh, straight up.
This was like, well, this might always have been shot, but there were some alternate intros to Riggs.
Okay.
One of which you can watch online where he's like in a bar drinking Jack Daniels and some guys like try to like press him for his wallet or whatever. One of which is Jeff Amata
Of course.
with a fucking butterfly knife.
Oh, nice. Amata shows up later.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I think I know exactly what moment you're talking about.
But yeah, there was a thing where like he tried to get robbed by a couple of goons and he beats the shit out of him in this bar or whatever. That was one intro to him that was going to happen, I think, intercut with like the girl jumping off the, like right after the girl went off the
that
roof,
would've
it would
been
have shown because it
weird.
was nighttime.
Yeah.
And this is like the morning after.
And also, that would be a weird, like juxtaposition for the scene that's going to come up in a couple of minutes.
They also thought, I think, that it was really dark. So they wrote another scene, which I don't know if they got filmed, but it was like an explainer on like introduction to Riggs, but like of how he got the dog. Like that he was like walking on the beach and there were like some asshole guys like tormenting this dog, like throwing rocks or something at the dog. And he came and sort of like beat the shit out of all of them and took the dog home or whatever. And that was like the other scene that I think never
also,
made the cut.
the wrong move.
It's
I mean,
not
this
needed.
This is it. This was the perfect intro to
No,
this.
yeah, every little thing. There's some deleted scenes, and there was a director's cut. I don't know if you ever
I
saw
never-
a version
I
with some
didn't
other
even know.
scenes.
No, I didn't even know there was.
Every edit they made was the right call.
Okay.
Like this is the perfect version of the movie. Is the one that went
Well, I
in
mean,
theaters.
you know, the editor Baird, right? Stuart Baird.
Yeah,
Great editor. I mean,
Yeah.
we've done half of his shows on this podcast.
this is a fucking epic movie,
yeah.
and it's only like an hour and 47 minutes.
It's
or
super
something.
tight. Not a
Yeah.
moment. Not a scene
No wasted time. Yeah,
and it also doesn't feel rushed.
yeah.
Like it's great. Yeah.
You got to know characters. You
Yeah.
got plenty of action.
I mean, by the end of
Like,
the movie, you believe that Murtaugh and Riggs have developed this relationship.
Yeah.
Right. And
it's
an hour and
earned.
40.
Every moment is like
Yeah.
earned
Oh, I know,
later
it's
on.
great.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliantly edited. So back at the Murtaugh house, the kids are running around everywhere. There's some sort of construction remodeling going on in the kitchen. And I love that this is a gag.
I never had noticed that before watching it this time. That I'm like, oh yeah, there's like big holes in like
Yeah.
the walls all punched out.
And it's a gag that runs, I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
through the whole series.
The house is always getting damaged
Always
and
get-
fixed.
yeah,
and-
always getting under construction. Yeah, it's hilarious.
but like, I wondered if they just punched the walls out. If it was written that way, or if they're like, we can't get the angles we want, so let's just fucking take the walls down.
I mean, it's possible that they started doing that, and then Donna was like, "No, wait, this is
This
like
is
actually a
good.
great thing."
his
Yeah.
life is kind of a zoo. It's like hectic.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that's how it came about. Is that the cinematographer wanted to like get a shot, and they started breaking it down, and Donna was like, "No, no, no."
Because it's like the prop house,
Yeah,
right? Or it was on
exactly.
a sound stage or something. Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, the place is decorated for Christmas. So yet another reminder that this is in fact a Christmas movie. Murtaugh's shaved at this point. Still
Yep.
got his killer stash, but otherwise he's shaved. He teases his wife about her cooking as she's dropping an egg on the floor. He almost steps on it. And my thought is like, you had to have seen her drop that egg.
Yeah.
Why is she having to direct you to not step on
It's
the egg?
true.
Anyway,
It's true.
she tells Murtaugh that a Michael Hunsaker has been trying to reach him for the past 3 days.
Yeah.
And that struck me as a little bit odd.
It was all weird. It was a little, because she's like, your office called, which is
Right.
like, I mean, he's in the office every day.
Every day.
Like,
Right.
he doesn't have a secretary.
Right, exactly.
I don't get it.
So yeah, I mean, it was a setup. It was, they were trying.
Well, they needed to talk
establish
to
this.
it, but
Right,
it
yeah.
worked. It worked. You
It
don't
works.
you don't question it.
No, it's a minor thing. I mean, we could steel man that to hell, and it doesn't. There's no point, right?
Yeah, no, it works. It's fine.
But Murtaugh, he's surprised, and he said, "Wow, I haven't talked to Hunsaker in 12 years." So it's like, oh, this is going to be important, right?
Mhm.
Chekhov's long lost friend. Anyway, yeah. So it's revealed that they served a nom together, and this is what caught me. This is like blew my mind. Like, yeah, that's reasonable that they would be Vietnam vets at this point.
Especially if he's 50.
I mean, it's only been 10 years, or I mean, 20 years at this point.
Like,
right?
yeah, even maybe less than that. Maybe like 15 from the
Yeah,
tail end. But
exactly.
And he's 50. I mean,
Just-
yeah, they probably go way back.
It's crazy to me now. Like, if you were to make a movie about a Vietnam vet, it would be like a senior citizen movie.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Well, I mean,
to
if
me how
he's
it's
50,
changed,
if
right?
he's 50, 40 years ago, like
Yeah.
he'd be pushing 90
Yeah,
now. And, like,
exactly. It just-
I served in Vietnam.
So there is that sort of weird anachronism, like as someone
Mhm.
watching this in 2025 and listening to the characters say that they're Vietnam vets and going, oh yeah, that's right, this movie's almost 40 years old.
You
right?
would picture it like, so if they were making the movie today, it'd be like we served after 9/11 together or something.
like we were in
and
Afghanistan,
we were in Iraq or whatever. Yeah.
or like Kabul, or like
Yeah.
there's a exactly. That's where it would be now, right? So Rianne, she comes downstairs and she's wearing her New Year's Eve dress, and it's I'm glad to know that she was 26 because when I was watching this, I'm like,
She did
feel
have it going
kind of
on.
bad right now.
I mean, we have to. I guess she's supposed to be a high schooler.
Yeah, I
they never
think
really
so.
say how old she
no,
is.
they
but,
don't really go into a huge amount of detail.
but if she's like grounded or whatever, then she must be pretty young.
yeah, exactly. You're not going to ground someone in college, I presume. But anyway, yeah, I was feeling things. So knowing that she was 26, I feel better about myself now. So Murtaugh, he sees his daughter, and like he can tell that she is a woman now
Yeah.
while she's wearing this dress, and he really feels old in that moment. It's a great little bit. Like you can,
It was.
you
It was
really
well
see-
acted.
Yeah,
I think it's worth noting like how uncommon it was for like a major movie like this to portray like a healthy, happy black like nuclear family.
yeah,
Like they're full on fucking Leave It to Beaver
yeah,
lifestyle. They're like
yeah.
well off, living in the. I don't know that it had been pictured in a film before. I mean, they probably had, but not like a major action movie.
Not in a mainstream action movie like this.
It'd always be someone like Action Jackson, where he's
Yeah.
like, whatever,
Maybe
like
he's
living
a
the
rugged
Bachelor,
loner.
like or the
Yeah.
Martin Riggs style life.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know,
yeah, exactly.
there was so I think there was some more missing scenes that come at this point.
Okay.
There was meant to be another scene where Riggs is getting dressed. And there's a scene that's in like the director's cut, and the TV is just like driving him crazy because it's one of these like, it's like sale deals or whatever, and he like takes his beer bottle and like chucks it at the TV and breaks his TV or whatever, and knocked the picture of his wife off the wall and picks it up and is like, "I'm sorry, honey, I'll get you a new one." And then there was a scene where Murtaugh went to the firing range and like did his like the first little like roll of his neck or whatever
Yeah.
and fast draw and hit a bullseye, like proving that he still got it
Yeah.
or whatever. That was a good scene that I think they could have kept. And then, did you ever see the sniper scene that is
No.
in like the director's cut
No.
where this is all meant to be in the same day? Riggs is driving to wherever the fuck. There's a call comes on his radio. He goes to like a school shooting where there's like a sniper shooting kids or whatever. And he just like sort of walks right into the line of fire and like keeps walking steps closer and like the guy's trying to shoot him, but he can't hit him. And then Riggs just like empties the clip into this guy.
Oh my god.
Like he's up in a window of the building or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you shot all of this shit, like, and then he's going to go get in another officer involved shooting
Right.
later today.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works.
No.
If you kill someone in the line of duty, like, you're not like, all right, now I'm going to go off to the next assignment today. Like, I feel like you probably aren't working for a few weeks.
You're immediately put on suspension while they investigate.
Yeah, it's like you're on paid leave.
Yeah,
you know. The sniper scene is awesome, and you can watch it on YouTube as well. But it's just like it just totally had no place. I think that was gonna be the scene that was in place of the upcoming scene.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes a
with
little
the
bit more
Christmas
sense.
tree lot. And then the director's cut, they just put them both in.
Oh,
the
that's
director's cut isn't even the director's cut. It was one of these where they just put some deleted scenes in without Donner's approval.
Like what they did with Blade Runner, and Dune, I think. Also, like David Lynch is on record as saying
this
the
is
director's
not
cut,
the
I had
director's cut.
nothing to do with.
Yeah,
this
it's one of
movie.
those where they did it for like a DVD release or whatever, and to cash in.
Okay,
but there were some scenes here that you can probably check out online that are just interesting and again judicious and like wise editing to get them out of the movie. Except for Murtaugh at the shooting range would have like that's 30 seconds and it kind of would have been valid.
Well, from a pacing or character reveal moment, if we saw that at this point, the later scene loses effective.
Then it would have been Murtaugh scene at the house, Murtaugh at the shooting range, Murtaugh like at the suicide scene.
Right.
So without the rig scenes in there breaking it all up, it makes sense to lose that too.
Absolutely. So Murtaugh arrives at the scene of the crime where the woman jumped from the condo, and the officer on scene, he's got a witness, and it's a hooker named Dixie.
The chick was like almost like a Gina Gershon clone.
She did look a lot.
I thought it
like
might have
her.
been her, but it wasn't.
Okay.
It was like a Gina Gershon and Lori Petty. Like if you mashed them together, you would have had this girl Dixie.
Murtaugh tells them to cut her loose if they've already got her statement because they're kind of roughing her up and giving her a hard time.
Yeah, well, they've been holding her for hours.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
guess.
She's like, I just want to get out of here. I just want to go home.
You two bozos lay off. That's what she's like. Can you get these bozos to lay off? And then he's like, yeah, you two bozos lay off.
So she goes, thanks, I'm beat. You know how it is. And Murtaugh goes, yeah, sure, all dressed and no one to blow. Oh,
that's
man.
wild. That's in 1987 was a different time, man.
Different time, man. Like,
I feel like she would sue the police now and win because you're harassing her.
I know. It's crazy. The sort of casual racism, casual sexism, casual everything that permeated the zeitgeist of the 80s.
Especially like the action movie world.
Yeah. Because it's like the male machismo.
Of course,
yeah. So the homicide detective on the scene tells Murtaugh that the dead girl is a prostitute named Amanda Hunsaker. Murtaugh recognizes the name. And when he hears her parents' names, he realizes, oh shit, this is why Michael's been trying to get in contact with me.
Right.
Because this is his daughter. Like clearly this is his daughter.
It's still like one hell of a coincidence that like he happened to be assigned to this case, I guess, you know?
Right. So he asked the detective to figure out who owns the condo.
It was weird. So yeah, he said, whatever, find out who's owns this place, who's paying the bills. It's like police work 101, but the guy that he's talking to is like, well, that's going to take some looking into. like I was hoping not to have to do that. It's like, I mean, I feel like that'd be like the first, you have to do that.
Do your fucking job.
Yeah, he's not asking you to go crazy. He's just asking you to do the bare minimum, I feel like, of investigating this.
Look, it's an LA cop. What do you want from
I guess so.
So a short time later, Murtaugh's upstairs, and he's looking at a photo of Amanda and her dad. He calls Trish and is like, hey, could you give me the number to Hunsaker? So now we cut to Riggs, and he's in a Christmas tree lot, and he's going to buy some cocaine from three guys. I love this scene, by the way. He tests some of it. It's like, yeah, this is the good stuff. And he's like, I want to buy all the cocaine you have. And also I'll take a Christmas tree.
I love that. This scene is so memorable.
Yeah.
I'll take a nice 6-footer to put it under.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So the leader of this gang, he says like, yeah, you can have the best tree on the lot for free.
I'll give you the best tree I got on the lot for nothing.
For nothing.
But the stuff's going to cost you.
100. And Riggs goes, that much? And he said, you said you like it. That's a fair price. So he shrugs and he gets out his wallet. He starts counting out $100 from his wallet.
Yes. I mean, we're talking about there's like a kilo of cocaine.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And by this point, like the transaction has occurred. Like At this point, the cops couldn't come in. We don't need to do anything beyond this point, but the scene continues.
That's true.
And they're trying to interrupt. It was like, hey, stop. I'm losing count here. Slow down.
It's so good.
And it's like, no, you dumb shit. $100,000.
Yeah.
And Riggs like, oh, I can't afford that. But look, I got a better offer. How about I take the whole stash off your hands for free, and you assholes can go to jail? So Riggs whips out his badge and pops it down on the table. And he goes, look, I can read you guys your rights, but you already know what your rights are, don't you?
Now
It's
he's like jeopardizing the prosecution here.
So the leader of the gang, he looks at the badge, says, this isn't real. And they all start laughing.
Uh-huh.
And they go, man, you sure are a crazy son of a bitch. And they continue to laugh at this.
Riggs doesn't like to be called crazy.
No.
We'll learn.
Yeah. That's not his favorite thing. It's like Marty McFly and being called Yella or Chicken.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And Riggs goes, you think I'm crazy? You want to see crazy? Just give me Batman vibes.
Yeah.
He slaps himself in the face, like Three Stooges style.
Yes.
And then he starts poking the guy's eyes and slapping. I mean, like real slapstick comedy moment right now.
It's like the soft launch of the fact that Riggs is like a big Three Stooges guy.
Yeah.
But they don't. This is like it for this movie.
Right.
But like in the sequels, he's like a Three Stooges fanatic.
Yeah. So they're like stunned by what's going on, and in that moment of confusion, he whips out his gun, and he goes, "That's a real badge. I'm a real cop, and this is a real fucking gun."
Or did you grow up watching the TV edit of this, or did you have the real R-rated? Like
I watched the real one. Yeah.
Okay, I had like recorded on TV, and the line was, "This is a real firing gun." So good.
So Riggs tells him to get on the ground. But the ringleader like tips his hand as he looks over Riggs' shoulder. There's like a fourth dude hiding in the truck that he hasn't seen, and he pops out of the shipping container, and he starts blasting him with a shotgun.
And shoots his own guy right in the chest.
Right in the chest, like instant, just no aiming, just fire first, ask questions later. This happens all the time.
This is when
to
you
me.
get your henchman from Timu.
Yeah,
He ends up shooting you.
right.
Oops.
So Riggs turns around, kills the guy with the shotgun in the trailer. One of the not dead thugs, he starts shooting, and Riggs does the great like shooting while rolling on the ground.
I wonder.
Shot.
Do you think this was like the first time that was ever done in a movie?
It's the first time that I'm aware of it being done.
I bet it was. I bet it was like, holy shit, this is new. This is the new shit.
Yeah. This is cool. I mean, it's iconic enough that it shows up in Hot Fuzz
Now it's a
as
trope.
a gag. Yeah,
now
exactly.
it's a trope. Yeah.
So backup arrives as Riggs is like the last guy. He's like lost himself in the maze of Christmas trees.
Right.
And Riggs is like, he's around here somewhere. Look for him. The bad guy pops out, gets the drops on Riggs, and then like grabs him and uses him as a human shield. Riggs starts telling the other cops to shoot the guy, and the guy is like telling Riggs to shut up, but Riggs will just not like let up. He's like, shoot me, shoot him.
Somebody shoot this prick.
Just someone to shoot him. The yelling rises to a fever pitch. The bad guy is completely distracted and flummoxed by what's going on.
Yeah.
And Riggs uses this opportunity to grab the gun from the guy, headbutts him to the ground, and then like shoves the gun right up under the guy's chin. The bad guy like sees how insane Riggs looks, like his eyes are just full on crazy eyes, and Riggs says, "Do you want to see fucking crazy?"
Yeah,
The other
that's so
cops-
good. It's a really effective moment, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
like hardened criminal is scared of how fucking crazy Riggs
cop,
is.
Yeah. The other cops at this point pull up and grab Riggs and like drag him away, but Riggs is still in like a manic state.
Do you know who that guy was? The red shirted bad guy.
No, I don't.
He was Anthony Kiedis' dad,
Really?
who was like famously like a drug dealer to the stars
really
in Hollywood or whatever. Like, yeah,
That's
his
hilarious.
stage name was Blackie Dammit. That's a weird name. But if you believe the rumors, like he used to take Anthony Kiedis on like out when he was like making drug deliveries to
Yeah.
like movie stars' houses.
Oh my
And he had like
God.
Kiedis fucking hookers when he was like 12 years old
Oh
and
my
stuff. Like
God.
buying him women and like had him doing coke and stuff. Fucking wild shit.
I mean,
But
so
yeah,
I guess he wasn't acting in
he
the
was.
scene.
Yeah, I
then.
mean, yes. That was Anthony Kiedis' dad. If you like
Wow.
know that and look at it again, you won't be able to like unsee it because there is a resemblance.
Wow, yeah, I'll have to definitely check that out. So later that night, Riggs, he's sitting on the floor of his trailer and he's watching like a Bugs Bunny Christmas cartoon, and he's drinking a beer. He's clearly been crying.
Yeah.
He looks up at a framed photo of his wedding and his wife, and he's got a gun in his hand. And I thought this was like an awkward photo because it was like a 2-for photo in a single frame.
Yeah. It wasn't like on the hinge.
Right,
or
there was no
whatever.
hinge. There was not like a divider. Like someone printed up like this two-piece photo for this one single frame.
It's a little like also ambiguous because we obviously see these in rough shape, but we don't really know what's going on yet.
Right.
Like, did she leave him? Is she dead? We don't really know. He's prominently still wearing his wedding ring,
He
like
still
in the
is wearing,
shot.
yeah, but I mean, like that's a trope in movies too. Is like the guy whose wife left him and he can't let go of her, so he doesn't
He
take off
still
the
wears
wedding
the ring, yeah.
And then of course his character growth as he learns to accept her leaving, and he finally takes off the wedding. You know, that's like so. Yeah, we don't know if she's dead or if this is a divorce trope, right? Anyway, so he pulls out his 9mm, unloads it, and he grabs a bullet from his pocket. Now, I had a problem with this.
Okay.
So later in the movie, we'll find out that he talks about he keeps a hollow point round on his person for a reason at all times. The bullet that he holds in the scene is not a hollow point.
Was it not? I thought
It's
maybe
not.
there was something weird on the tip of it.
It was a hollow point is
I don't know
like
what
got a
they look
snub
like
top, and
Okay.
it's a very big divot.
Okay.
And generally speaking, it's lead at the end, not brass. Because the whole point of a hollow point is when it enters the target, it mushrooms out.
Okay.
So you want it to be weak
So do you
once it
think
hits.
they just? There's no reason not to have that be accurate.
Right. It was just a mistake. I think the prop guy.
This is what we got.
Right. Shane Black wrote hollow point. The prop guy's like, this is what they got. So they shot
Okay.
it and then just didn't fix the line. Definitely not a hollow point round.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he takes a look at the bullet and he chambers it and he arms the weapon, turns the safety off. And that's the other thing too, is like the way he handles the gun otherwise is correct.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So then he stares down the barrel of the gun, and this is like a really effective moment because they do an extreme close up on just the end of the barrel of the gun. And then he presses it to his forehead, thinks again, puts the gun in his mouth, pulls the hammer back.
It's getting more and more intense. Like the music is building.
Yeah, and like Donner shoots everything in this very extreme, intense, intimate close up. Right, so it's like the whole world falls away in this moment.
So, I don't believe this is true, but IMDb said that they filmed this with like a real blank round in the chamber because
I hope not.
Mel Gibson thought it would help him give a better performance. I'm like, I don't think anyone would let that happen.
I don't know how you would ensure something like that.
I don't think anyone, unless it's like, well, but we're doing it with the safety on. But even then, I don't think.
I mean,
like, there's no. I
chance.
don't think I believe that. That might
mean,
be one of those
maybe-
tall tales.
Maybe in the 80s.
I mean, this was like a
But-
pre-Brandon Lee
yeah,
era. I
right.
guess.
Any responsible film set would never let that happen at this point.
Yeah.
So on the TV, we see Bugs Bunny yelling "Merry Christmas."
Bug saved his life, I think.
I guess so. And loses his nerve, lets go of the trigger, puts it down. He lets out this like kind of pain muted scream, starts hitting himself in the head with
It's
the
really
gun.
a good ass
I
performance.
mean, he's got tears rolling down his face.
I think most people have been at that place at some point in their life, not like with a gun to your head,
Right.
but just like
The desperation.
so desperate,
and-
like
yeah.
you want to scream, but you can't
Yeah.
really scream,
Yeah,
and it's just like a
absolutely.
muted sort of
Absolutely.
like, yeah.
So he presses the wedding photo against his face at this point. He starts sobbing and he says, "I miss you" to the photo.
Mm.
But then he puts the picture to the side. He's like, "I'll see you later," much later. So
Yeah, she dead.
she's dead, definitely dead. The next morning, there's a group of cops. They're working on the Christmas caroling, and we realize, oh, we're at the police station.
It's a
now.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a
after
Christmas
all.
movie. Don't forget, they are the most, and I feel like that this had to be on purpose. They are not harmonizing at all. They are not even in the same key. They are awful. It's hysterical, and I feel like that was an intentional joke.
Mm-hmm.
A police psychologist who we have seen many
Oh,
times.
yeah. Crazy familiar. I thought I had her name here, but I guess I don't.
The first place I remembered from was like, oh, you're the news anchor from Die Hard.
Yeah, she's the news anchor from Die Hard.
Yeah.
She's also the news anchor for their movie Ricochet, which we got to do at some point, playing the same exact character from Die Hard, like
Oh, really?
Gail Wallen.
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
crazy.
They were all like Joel Silver movies.
Yeah.
But she was the Goonies mom.
Yeah, she was the Goonies mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was, she's been in a million things.
I mean, again, I think she was just part of Joel Silver's staple of actors. And he's like, I need a psychologist character, come on down and let's do this.
She's really good.
Yeah, she's great in this character. Small role, but
I would hope that we talk about some of the later Lethal Weapons on the podcast at some point. But like, she becomes in the later movies like the target for harassment by Riggs.
oh, I don't
like,
even remember.
teasing her and giving her shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, to be honest, she's like the only person who's like concerned about your well-being. If we're being honest. And it turned into like no, we should fuck with her. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I don't remember that from the other movies at all. So she's talking with Captain Murphy, and they're debating about the mental health of Riggs.
The Murphy guy, he's another
Yes.
Richard Donner regular
Yes,
too.
exactly.
I remember him from
Yeah.
Superman for sure. But he was in Maverick and he was in Conspiracy Theory and in Scrooged. Like he was, another just Donner stable of guys.
another working actor who got in with a good director and made
perfect,
a career out of it.
Because he's not
Yeah.
that yelling, screaming
No.
captain that we're used to seeing. He's like, feels more realistic.
Yeah. So the captain says that Riggs is faking it. He's not actually crazy. He's just trying to get off on mental health leave.
Yeah.
And the psychologist says that, like, look, that's a dangerous risk to make, and reminds him, like, look, Riggs' wife from 11 years was killed in a car accident. Now, I believe that that's relevant in the later movies, or am I thinking of a
No,
different?
that definitely is like a key plot point in the
Lethal
second
Weapon
one.
2, right? Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm like, oh wow, shit, they brought that back.
So I would think we actually get an answer to this at the very end of the movie, but how recent do you think it's supposed to have been?
I mean, if he's still in a position where a psychologist is saying he's not fit for duty,
Yeah.
I'm thinking weeks.
Okay. I was thinking a year, definitely less than a year, like a
Okay.
year or under, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Stick around because they give that answer. They show her like her grave marker at
Right.
the end and it's got a year on it.
Right.
And it's not the year you might think it was going to be.
No.
But I feel like it's got to be 6 months to a year at most.
At most, right.
That's
exactly.
where I was at on this. But okay.
Yeah. So anyway, she
This is one of the things. He's not unlike Mad Max,
Right.
whose wife got killed.
Yeah.
He's a cop who's gone a little crazy because he
Yeah.
lost his family in like
Yeah.
a car crash situation or whatever.
kind of.
It's kind of like it's very similar to Mad Max. That's all I can say.
Car involved incident.
Yeah, a vehicle related death.
Yes, exactly. So the psychologist says that she thinks that he actually is suicidal and he needs to be taken off of like street work, right? He should not be on duty. He needs to be benched, right, or desked or whatever. So the captain disagrees though, and they bicker back and forth. And one question I have is, why is the captain so insistent? Like, I don't think like, oh, he's just trying to get
He's
paid
faking
leave.
it. Yeah, I don't know. Is that like a common thing people are doing?
I don't know. I just felt like maybe he's short-staffed or something.
Or Riggs he's the best we
he's
got.
literally the best
He's
we
so
got.
good. He's Simon Pegg from Hot Fuzz. He's like,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
making 400 times the higher arrest rate than
everybody
anyone
look
else.
bad.
We need you.
Yeah. So the captain goes, "We're gonna wait, and if he offs himself, then we'll know I was wrong."
That's a good. It's a great line.
Yeah. At this point, the captain walks into the men's room, and I don't know. Maybe this is a minor thing. I thought it was weird that it said "men" and then also had the symbol for man
symbol.
on it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But anyway.
But what a good little economical scene full of exposition.
Yeah, but it didn't
didn't feel clunky.
No, it didn't. It was snappy. It felt necessary. It was totally expository, but it was still worthwhile.
It can be done, writers.
Yeah. So
it doesn't have to be the news anchor reading and repeating the news I've just read.
Right.
Here's what you need to know.
Everybody in the movie sits and watches the news report that we're also watching.
Yes.
Anyway. So elsewhere in the department, Murtaugh is speaking with a detective about 80s men. And this is like another one of those classic 80s machismo moments, right?
Right. That guy who was talking to was like the dickhead detective from Action Jackson.
Oh,
the one who
really?
kept bickering with Action Jackson. He had like a beef with someone else in the police station. That was like the guy that he was constantly
I didn't recognize
arguing
him.
with.
Well, I mean, he has a type, and he's playing it here too.
Yeah.
So
real hard on.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's talking about like
80s
men cry.
80s men cry. I'm an 80s man.
Right, exactly.
Or whatever. And he's like, I cried in bed last night.
Yeah, and then like that's the big punchline. This whole conversation was a joke.
Yeah.
Because like I cried in bed last night, and Murtaugh goes, "Why?" He's like, "Because I was alone."
Yeah,
And I'm like, "Oh my god!"
And he's like, "Merry
Jesus.
Christmas."
Merry Christmas, and then leaves. I was like, "Really, dude?" Anyway, so a young detective walks in after he leaves and says that they got the autopsy report results back from Amanda. And he says that the coroner's definitely calling it a murder. It's not a suicide.
That was Agent Johnson, baby, from Die Hard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Grand L. Bush. What a weird name. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's a stage name or not. He crops up in Lethal Weapon 2, though.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't remember that.
They do
I
it pretty
I
good.
really need to watch Lethal
There's
Weapon
a
2.
lot of. If you thought this one has familiar faces,
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 2 is full of like
wow.
every cop in the department's like, oh yeah, they went on to have a pretty good career as an actor. But yeah,
that's cool. He explains that like the drugs in her system was actually poisoned, and if she hadn't jumped off the balcony, she was going to be dead in 15 minutes anyway.
yeah.
It's like, wow, that's crazy. As he's giving this information to Murtaugh, Murtaugh's like looking out of his office and he sees like this sketchy individual who is obviously Riggs, and he's like looking around furtively. He's like, is this guy a perp? Like, who is this guy?
He got walked in by another detective,
Yeah,
sort of, and then
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like saying, "Stay here."
Right, exactly.
Where I guess, we're supposed to think he's a suspect or
Yeah,
he's
it's
a
like,
witness or something.
Yeah, exactly. So the captain walks past, and he remarks to Murtaugh's like, "Oh, you look younger with the beard."
That's a good line. I like that.
Yeah. And then like the other detective goes, "Oh yeah, you shaved your beard." It's like, yeah, some detective. There's a lot
That's
of good
line.
little interchanges
that
here.
line always makes me laugh.
Yeah. So the young detective then says, like, look, the condition of the bed in the condo indicates, though, that there were 2 people there before Hunsaker died. So she wasn't, like,
Yeah.
there was something else going on.
That's
here.
important to remember for later on.
Yeah. He tells Murtaugh that, by the way, you've been assigned a partner to work this case. And Murtaugh's like, oh, damn it, really? And the young guy doesn't, he seems to like telling him that he's got a new partner.
He definitely was taking pleasure in
Yeah, it's like your partner's on the ragged
he's
edge.
He's a real burnout.
Yeah, right. He's like really happy about this. And I don't understand why he's taking so much pleasure in this.
It's funny.
Anyway, Murtaugh mutters
But
under
it
his breath,
feels
"Perfect."
real.
It does.
It feels like there's this whole like fraternity of like, we like to bust each
Yeah,
other's
yeah.
balls,
yeah, giving each other shitty partners.
It feels like more authentic, I feel like, than a lot of other sort of squad room scenes.
I agree, because I also think it didn't like it wasn't super tropey. It didn't have a lot of the tropes that you're used to with cop sequences, like with the angry cop.
Oh,
and
you got the captain slamming the door and screaming at people, and
then like of course you've got prostitutes being led everywhere, and then the drug dealers handcuffed to the chairs. Like it didn't have a lot of those tropes.
no, it was like I think it felt like a real, probably a real squad room.
down to the cops singing Christmas carols badly.
Yeah, they're just fucking around. They like very little work is being done.
Yeah. So Murtaugh watches Riggs pull his gun out of his back of his waistband, and Murtaugh's like, "Oh shit, gun!" and he screams and he runs at Riggs. Riggs spins around, is like, "Oh shit, someone's got a gun!" Realizes that Murtaugh's rushing at him. Riggs sidesteps and knocks Murtaugh onto the ground. He puts a boot on Murtaugh's chest and points his gun at him. And then the young detective goes, "Raj, meet your new partner." At which point we get the famous line, "I'm too old for this shit."
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
What a fucking line.
Yeah, it's a great line.
Apparently,
Classic
like
line.
that was like the line, like the catchphrase that the movie spawned.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I'm like, are you telling me like that wasn't an existing trope?
That's
Yet,
crazy to
Imagine
me.
being like the writer who
going, "I'm
wrote
too
that.
old for this shit."
I'm too old. I'm too old for
Yeah.
this shit. Like, how's that not? It's a perfect movie line.
I mean, it's exactly, and it like typifies the type of cop and personality that Murtaugh is.
it's a perfect movie moment.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole thing was like, meet your new partner.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's got his boot on his chest and all that. And he's like,
I mean,
I feel like the whole open, everything up to the moment is like a fucking, like the Rube Goldberg machine, where like all the elaborate machinations are all like leading to this one moment in time or whatever. And they stuck the landing with that line. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm too old for this
It's a
shit.
brilliant Act 1 turn, right? Like
Yeah, and it's a meet cute.
Yeah, it is a meet cute. It is absolutely a meet cute.
It's
yeah,
so good.
It's a great moment.
It's so good.
But we're gonna leave you there for
Yeah.
part 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's a great
it's a great
fucking
one.
movie.
It's a great start. A great act one.
Yeah.
Characters are established. We know what their motivations are. We know what their histories are. The mystery has been set up. I mean, we're off to the races now.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
everyone out there listening, thank you as always. Happy holidays.
Happy
Hope
holidays.
you're having a good holiday season. And we'll be back with a lot more Lethal Weapon.
All right. Love it.